To Steelers now. They ended on top in a back-and-forth affair against the Jets on Sunday. Both quarterbacks looked comfortable on their new teams. Aaron Rodgers threw 4 touchdowns. Justin Fields threw 1, ran in 2. In the end, it was a 60-yard field goal that clinched it, 34-32 win for Pittsburgh. Despite the loss, Justin Fields not too impressed with the Steelers' defense.
I'm just calling it what it is. They acquired all these guys in the offseason. Future Hall of Famers on that side of the ball, and we put up 32. And there were still plays that were left out there. So, like I said, all we got to do is keep building, keep getting better, and we'll be good.
Full squads here, squad goals. Swaggo, are you buying the Steelers as a dangerous threat in the AFC?
Yeah, I am. I think this playoff team, look, Aaron Rodgers played solid. Everybody want to go crazy about the 4 touchdowns. There's a lot of left to be desired with that offense, but they were explosive. And if you can just give this team 24 points a game, I think giving up 40 to Justin Fields, or almost 40, is an anomaly for the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. I think they are going to continuously get better, and this team has always made the playoffs without competent offense for the most part. So I think it's a team you got to pay attention to if they get into the playoffs, and if Aaron can play at a level high enough in order to put points on the board.
So I'm just the opposite. I believe Aaron's going to be fine. I think Aaron's going to have one of the better seasons in the back half of his career, because I think he was a perfect match for this football team anyway. Like, he was made for Mike Tomlin and Arthur Smith. Just play the game. Let us help you out with the play-action pass game. You saw how the play-action pass game was hitting in this game. They couldn't stop it. And that is what Arthur Smith does when he's at his best. I want to see Pittsburgh's defense prove that this isn't an anomaly, that this isn't a defense that is kind of trending the wrong direction, that Mike can get it corrected. If they do, look, I'm in. I was in on this transaction from the beginning, but I was kind of alarmed at how, let's just say, weak the defense looked in this football game. I was alarmed. And that's not to take anything away from the way Justin looked. Justin looked fantastic. I think he has leveled up. He has found the right spot now. But Pittsburgh, defense, you got to show up. Aaron's going to show some things to some people this year.
I agree with everything Lewis said, but I do think the defense will play better. I mean, I'm going to give him a little break. I'm going to give him a little break. Obviously the kid was a hold-in, so he didn't play a lot. We all know how good Watt is. Ramsey's sitting there, and he made a big play at the end of the game too, jarring Wilson for the first down. I think that, in fact, that the Pittsburgh is very dangerous. Remember one other thing: they play Seattle at home this week, and then at New England. They could be 3-0. 3-0, yeah. And if he gets a little mojo, Aaron, and he played, and I disagree with you on one thing. I thought he played great on Sunday afternoon. Flipping the ball the way he flipped it with no running game and no offensive line. Zero. I think Pittsburgh could be very, very dangerous in the AFC.
Well, this Seattle,
they could be very dangerous, but they could be very dangerous. But here's a big reason why: 70% of Aaron Rodgers' passing yards came after the catch. Average depth of target sat at only about 5.9 yards. So you just dipping and dunking to some degree. So we understand that. The difference is that in the past, the Steelers was averaging, they ranked 24th in yards after a catch. Obviously, that improved vastly. They had their second best numbers in that category over their last 22 games. So I'm looking at that, and I'm seeing the combination of Arthur Smith with Aaron Rodgers, them feeling themselves a little bit. But I do have trepidation about that defense. I'm inclined to believe it's going to get better because these are the Steelers that we're talking about here. But in the same breath, to allow the Jets to move the ball the way that they did, that had better be an aberration, because if it's not, we're not going to be worried about the Steelers much anyway. And I also got to pay attention to the injuries. Porter in the secondary getting hurt, that didn't help matters either.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to leave it there. More First Take after this very quick.
That guy.
Oh, just little old me. Just little old me. Go ahead.
All right, here's the first one. Boy, you remember a few years ago when Miami played the Spurs in the NBA Final in Game 6 and everybody flocked out of the Miami arena before Ray Allen made that shot and they tried to bang on the door to get back into the overtime in Game 6? Remember that? And then Ray made the 3 and we killed the Miami sports fan, deservedly so. I got a new one now. How about the Buffalo sports fan? The Buffalo Mafia that likes to consider themselves above and beyond every sports fandom in the NFL. You see what they did on Sunday night? They got Josh Allen at quarterback. Okay, the game is not over yet. Still within 2 scores. And they're flocking out of the building! How in the world can you do this? These are the Buffalo Bills who have been in the AFC Championship game year after year after year, and half the place on a Sunday night, 65 degrees, Orchard Park. Where you going for crying out loud? Show late, work on Monday morning, and they missed an historic comeback. And here's what drives you crazy. The Buffalo sports fan, the football fan, thinks we're better than all these other fans. No, you're not. You're not better than a Kansas City fan, a Green Bay fan. You're not better than the Giant fan, or maybe the Jets. But the Giant fan, you're not better than any of these other fans when you're doing something like this. You cannot leave a game until you know it is over. I know it's Sunday night. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Thanks, Roger Goodell. But you can't leave a game in this spot, and then he brings him down the field 3 times in 4 minutes. What a freaking disgrace by that fandom. We killed the Miami Heat fan forever. Now we're going to kill the Buffalo sports fan for what he did on Sunday night against the Ravens. That is number 1.
Stephen A.
No disagreement here. No disagreement whatsoever. Bills Mafia prides itself on being those folks. You know what? They're the creme de la creme. They're the best fan base in the National Football League. So they say. They did not show it. Doggy is absolutely right to call them out. I 1,000% agree.
So I do.
I'm with you, Doggy. I'm with you. You actually expressed like 3 gripes in that. But I love the premise of your argument. That's phenomenal, dog.
Peter?
They jump through tables. They jump through tables, Doggy. Don't you know they jump through tables? I don't know, man. That's it. They take a lot of pride in their fandom up there.
Oh, you can't do that.
That was something you just did.
Mr. Riddick?
Yeah, I used to go to games as a kid when my brother played there in the 80s when they stomped. Yeah, stick around. They're pretty good now. So, look at that. Look at that. Dog, would you do that?
Not that crazy.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
He's on fire.
That is number 1. All right. Number 2. That is crazy.
He's on fire.
He's on fire.
Literally in play.
What are you doing there, Swagoo?
I don't know. They won't. Molly and Stephen, they won't see that at HBCU week.
No.
If anybody can smother a fire, it is you.
Don't leave that. That's why we work together.
All right. I made a phone call over the weekend. I wanted to, see if I could take my little kid, who's a big tennis fan, to the U.S. Open final Sunday. They played it at 2 o'clock. That's another argument altogether, which is the dumbest idea in the world. But I wanted to take them.
Yeah.
And they said, sorry, sir, we have no tickets available. No ticket? What do you mean you don't have a ticket available? It's a 24,000-seat stadium. I'll pay the money. I'm not doing anything free. No ticket available. So my kid was upset, so I had to watch the stupid thing on TV. And then I realized why they have no tickets available. Because they give every ticket to a celebrity who knows nothing about tennis, who don't have to pay for the tickets. Do you see the list who shows up at the U.S. Open? We're going to show you. I mean, come on. Really? Sergio Garcia? When's the last time he went to New York? Bon Jovi? Take it easy. He write some songs, for crying out loud. Who was that? Turturro. Who was that?
That's Hugh Jackman.
That's Hugh Jackman.
That's Wolverine.
Who was that?
I have no idea.
Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, Anna Kendrick.
Harry Potter.
Do you know anybody?
Jimmy Butler is he's a tennis fan.
Plays,
No,
but he shows up at tennis.
No, Jimmy Butler's a legit tennis
He's
fan.
a fan, but he never plays. Anyway, they get all these tickets for free. You know what the rule is? We give you free tickets to these big events at the U.S. Open as long as you make sure you put it on your social media file so we get juice. Even Springsteen was there. And I hate to kill Springsteen because I love him.
Wow.
You think Bruce knows anything about Carlos Alcaraz growing up in Freehold, New Jersey? For crying out loud? He
Wow.
Carlos Alcaraz to Manuel Amante, who beat Connors in the 78 final. I remember it. So I called the Open to get a couple of tickets for my little kid who's a huge tennis fan. Sorry, sir, no tickets. And then I put the thing on amongst the football. And I have all these stars there who wouldn't know the first thing about Arthur Ashe Stadium or Arthur Ashe or Billie Jean King. Joe, me, crazy, strike me down. Number 2.
That's just number 2.
Far be it from me to make it worse. But I was there too.
Oh yeah! Let's go!
I knew that was coming.
So, I mean, you know what? I mean, if you're big enough, you get in the building, doggy. You understand?
Wow.
That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to, my man.
You know what?
Just
I did shows. Do you know that Swagoo, for 30 years, I did radio shows in at that state, not in the state. And they used to stick me in the bowels of the stadium, never got me a pass. He wouldn't know freaking Yannick Sinner from anybody. And he showed up. That's funny.
Yes, I do.
Funny.
Yes, I do.
To embarrass me.
Yes, I do.
Look at
And
me
I
at
picked
the
Alcaraz to beat him.
You're a phony too.
Why didn't you call your boy? Why didn't you call Stephen A?
Well, you know, he says, why don't you come with me? Friday afternoon. I got on the air Friday afternoon on your channel, man, on radio, for crying out loud.
I did.
Oh, my God.
I did do that. I called him while he was on the air.
Oh, I'm so happy
Bad
you
Dog,
didn't
this
get
is
in.
a strong list right now.
can't-
So finish
by the
strong
way,
because you're crushing it.
And by the
can't
way,
be mad at the boss,
if you're
though.
the president, any president, when you show up at an event, get there an hour and a half early so I'm not going to sit outside for 4 hours when they freaking fill out the building. It's only at 2:51, Lord.
Hey, man, hey, I'm sorry.
That drove me crazy.
I'm sorry, dog.
All right, number 3. Here's a good one.
That's why I love it.
Listen, number
Love
3.
it.
I've been a good boy. I have not bet with Fat Rob.
That's a
I did
lie.
not make a sports bet forever. I was a good boy. No
No
bookie
sports
calls
for
on
you
Monday,
to make
Mr.
them.
Russo, you owe a certain amount of money. Nothing. And I get those calls, 9:30 Monday morning. I check my phone. I get those calls. Mrs. Russo couldn't say nothing. She loves to say when I get mad at her shopping sprees, well, you bet, so I don't want to hear it. I have not bet, honey, so there you go. So last Thursday, I'm minding my own business. I'm watching a women's semifinals, again at night, which I can't understand against football, and Fat Rob calls me. We got to do something with the game tonight. Oh, what? Come on, I'm a good boy now. No, Giants Eagles got to bet it. Let's play the over. All right, so we play the over. It was 47.5. You know, at the half, they scored 41 points. You think it's a lock. You're going to go to bed a happy man. You only got to get a touchdown in the second half with those two good offenses to get to 48. You win the over, and you get a good start to the NFL season. They have a weather delay. 65 minutes. Nobody scores. They kick one lousy field goal in the second half. Final score 24-20. That is under, Molly, not over. I'm 47.5. And as a result, I lose 38.50 to start my weekend. And that's not $38.50 either. That drives me crazy. That is number 1. So then, to wrap up the weekend, you know what? Sunday night, remember I had a kid did the Ironman, so
Yeah.
Mrs. Russo was in Madison, Wisconsin, so I got the whole house to myself. Sunday night, gummies, the whole 9 yards. And Amstel Light out front.
Amstel Light.
So I took the Ravens. It's true. I saw them online. So I took the Ravens minus the point against Buffalo. I bought the revenge factor. I bought all those things that we discussed. Lamar,
You bought a pile.
Andrews, and I'm up 34-19. I'm up 40-25 with 4 minutes to go. They even missed a 2-point conversion, Buffalo, which would have tied the game at 40-38. They've only given up a point. That is going to be a great way to end the weekend.
Yeah.
And I want to parlay on Sunday with the Tampa-Atlanta game. That was going to be a great way to end the weekend. So what happens? Munkin hands the ball off. Here's Zay Flowers. 4th and 6. Let's go 1-yard pass play. 4th and 3. Let's punt the football. And then Buffalo goes right down the field and kicks the field goal. And Hamilton almost blocked it and went right through his hands. So they lost that game too. So that is the lesson. Don't bet. All right, I do love the Redskins, the Commanders.
You like the Commanders?
Don't bet. Can you imagine those two defeats?
bet.
And here's the worst thing.
Wow, he put the
One's
bed
on
today.
Thursday night, so you're tossing and turning, and then one's on Sunday night. And you can't go to bed at midnight after that kind of loss. So I'm watching post game. I put ESPN on. Where the hell were you? You weren't there. Watching some volleyball? What are you laughing at, Stephen A? Help me out here.
I can't.
I done got
I can't.
man. I done got to take so much. This is not my segment.
Hold on, so Amstel Light? Was
I
that what it
know.
was?
Amstel Light gummies.
I love Ants. You don't like Ants that way?
I'm
You
not,
and I
I'm
got
not,
to get together, Lou.
I don't know, man.
don't make a
I don't,
cocktail?
You want the cheerful gummy or the depressing gummy? Which one do you want? I got both varieties. You want cherry or lemon? What do you got?
I've heard so much about these gummies, man. I'm just like, I don't know.
I know your part.
He got me wanting to try one too, Lewis.
No,
He got me wanting to try some gummies.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
my
know?
God.
I've been thinking, think about it.
Man, dog, one make you happy and one depress you.
Yeah. And I took the depressing one on Sunday night. What a loss that is. That's why I'm still made at the Ravens. That's why I killed Harbaugh.
Well, yeah.
I lost money. He gets killed. Yeah, win. He's the greatest coach in the world. That's the way it works.
So objective.
Hilarious.
Leave it there.
The dog.
That was phenomenal. phenomenal.
Good job, dog.
Phenomenal. Oh my goodness. If that is not good TV,
That was an A. That was an A list, my man.
That
was
is
an
an
A
Emmy
list.
Award-winning
I got
segment.
Swaggo and Lewis in the house by 2 pounds.
The fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down. You have to be there to make up for it, and the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Chiefs offense ready for their first position. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
I like the element of surprise here, Mike. It seemed like everyone was so keyed elsewhere on the play that nobody even gave a thought to him potentially getting the run. Didn't take him long to see he was going to be able to clearly pick up that first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And he's got another one. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Hartman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember, but here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the 3rd quarter.
They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Open man downfield. It's Rice. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 5. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Brock Purdy and the NFC champs back out to begin this next drive. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Purdy on 1st down. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third down, Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10.